DegloireSpace signing in. I received a message and this is what it says. Hey, I've been struggling with something lately. I've noticed my friends don't really prioritize me anymore. I'm always the one initiating plans or checking in, and it feels one-sided. I'm not angry, but it's starting to make me question my place in their lives. Should I bring it up with them or just start pulling back and focusing on myself instead? Your thoughts, coach? Well, when you feel that you are not someone's priority, the first thing is to have a look. Is something going on in their life? Because it can be genuine, somebody's busy. It can be, that's something you didn't give me any information to, but someone can be genuinely busy. They could be going through a new phase in their life. They could be working extra. It's not always possible to say, yes, that's just the way, they pulled back, you pull back. So double check that first. Once you have double checked, and let's imagine that it is just you, they're pulling back from you, I would re-examine myself first. I'd think about, is there something that I'm doing that is pushing them to be like that? And this is where, before we jump onto the attack onto the others, we got to see, hey, is everything good on my court, on my side of the court? Because let me tell you, if you've been clingy to them, that could come around and, some people are heavy. Have you been heavy with them? Has there been a time where something was said, there was some offense? Our first thing is check that there's nothing on their side going on in their lives that's keeping them to themselves. Secondly, check that there isn't something that I have done consciously or something that was even indirectly offensive. Just go through it in your head. Don't be overly paranoid. Just check. And then we come to the third thing. There's nothing really going on in their life that merits this. Nothing I have done to merit this. What could it be? And I say this because I have been there before. I have had friends pull back from me and there's nothing really that I've done. But only once you've gone through the first two checks. Once you've gone through them, the third thing I would do is, yes, I would pull back. I would pull back to do my own thing. The most important thing is there shouldn't be anything in your behavior that is clingy. Not even an ounce. Even if you've known this friend for years, no clinginess is allowed. If you feel you are clingy, and how you feel that you are clingy is that when they've pulled back, you felt anxious, you feel like, I need to grab onto something, and then you start panicking. If you're feeling that, most likely you have been clingy. You need to work on that. You need to work on being okay alone. Not to say that you should be alone. You should be okay with it. You should be able to take yourself out, go have a meal by yourself, go for a walk, or go watch a movie by yourself. You should be okay with that. Sometimes phases can happen with friends where they pull back for some reason. Sometimes there's no reason. It could be just a mood. It could be something that you can't even explain. And in those times, rather than panicking and explaining things dramatically, pull them back and just sitting with yourself for a bit, be in your own company, could be what's needed. We all need some of that sometime. We all need times where we are alone. Sometimes friends can just grow apart without a real reason. And once again, when that happens, there's going to be a break in your life between finding a new friend or new friends or a new circle and this breakup. So there's a little gap in the middle where you could be a little bit alone, and you got to be okay with that. In those moments, you build that relationship with yourself. Even travel alone. Could be for a few days. Fill your time with a hobby. Nothing should lead you to be paranoid about it or to feel like you've gone into panic. That means that the situation got the best of you. It is sad to lose a friend, 100%. And sometimes losing a friend could be worse than even losing a romantic partner. It's definitely not straightforward. So in the situation that you've mentioned to me with the details that you've given me, I don't know more about the details, but those are the three things you do. Firstly, check them, check yourself, then action. And in the action that you take, yes, prioritize yourself, but prioritizing yourself without reaction. Don't react. Give it some time. They might reach back out. Depending on how long they're gone and what's happened with your life, if they reach back out, me personally, I wouldn't really open the door back if it was just disappearance like that. If they've disappeared for no reason, they didn't see a need to tell you anything, to say anything about it, it shows the level of respect and the level of social intelligence that that person has. You know, you don't just go missing on somebody who cares about you. And of course, to give it the Degloire spin, these times of you being alone or distant from your friends, make sure that relationship you build with yourself, build it on all levels. Part of it is absolutely spiritual. Like, you gotta see yourself as a social entity, and you need to see yourself as an individual entity. In your individuality, this is where go a little bit deeper in yourself. See how you're feeling. Look at the fears that you might have when you're alone. It's important, and those are moments of strength, and those moments strengthen you for whatever's to come in your life. Grow value in yourself. You gotta see that you are enough for you, so that anybody who comes into your life, you don't depend on them. Rather, what you do is you share with them. Don't depend on others for happiness, even if they're your friends. Rather, you need to be happy on your own, so that when somebody does come into your life, you're sharing that happiness. You're not like bitter about it. Some people, they'll cling to you for entertainment. And when you've lost that entertainment value and they're no longer, they become miserable again, they're gonna go look for something else, a new stimulation, a new experience. And I guarantee you, those people, as long as they're in that kind of phase, they will never ever feel happy. Their happiness doesn't come from within. It's borrowed, and anything borrowed needs to be given back eventually. It's not yours. DegloireSpace signing out.